When I was 8, I ran a lemonade stand every single weekend. But calling it just a lemonade stand does not really do it justice. It started as just a table and a pitcher, but that lasted about a week before I decided it needed a serious upgrade. So I made a real stand out of cardboard with an actual service window, and I painted a big sign at the top that was so massive there's no way anyone could pretend they didn't see it. I hired my friends as employees, paid them a commission. I got them doing chants and dance routines outside to get people's attention. The product line started as just plain lemonade, but it grew into raspberry lemonade, popsicles, water, dog treats for people walking by with their dogs. I ran that thing like my life depended on it. I was 8, and I'm telling you this because that kid never went anywhere. And I know that sounds like the biggest cliche, but genuinely, that stand was never about lemonade. It was about taking an idea and pushing it as far as it could possibly go and feeling something light up when it actually worked. And that spark has only gotten bigger with time, now having evolved into real scalable ventures that can actually make a difference in the world. And the more I build, the more I realize and understand why that kid even cared so much in the first place. The first time that someone told me that something I built genuinely changed something for them is like I felt that same feeling that that kid felt watching her lemonade stand actually work. And I just I would say that the challenge is the part that pulls me in, but seeing the impact it can have for the person on the other end is what makes it all worth doing. And yeah, since the challenge is one of the things that I love about it so much, I keep going looking for harder ones. Most recently, I moved across the world completely alone to Taiwan for 4 months to intern at a global manufacturing company. And I'll be honest about why, because it's not that I thought that it would look good on paper or because it's some lifelong dream of mine to travel Asia. I came specifically because I knew it would be genuinely hard, and it has been in all of the small ways that I did not anticipate at all. Landing somewhere where I don't know a single person, I can't read a single street sign or order food without having to translate every single thing on the menu. Um, I've essentially had to abandon everything familiar and start completely from scratch. And I don't mention this because of the difficulty of it, but because of what doing it has taught me. Taking on a challenge like this is the same feeling as taking a venture from nothing and figuring it out as you go. It requires a lot of getting comfortable with uncertainty and ultimately just getting comfortable being uncomfortable. And that is exactly what doing this has taught me. And honestly, that has taught me more about entrepreneurship than any single project has. And then there's the actual kind of work aspect of it, which has also changed the way I see building in a completely separate way. Because up until now, everything that I've built has been more so like it's been obviously completely in my own hands and more about just getting something off of the ground. Whereas working with a $1 billion company like Mary is the first time that I've seen building from the inside of something massive. And yeah, that's the perspective that I'm bringing back. And I do believe that it's a rare one to have at my age because I've now seen building at the smallest scale and the largest. And I understand both ends in a way that many people don't. Yeah, and then additionally, the more I've stepped into Morset's world, the more certain it's made me about my future in entrepreneurship. I've competed in the President's Challenge, in the Startup Challenge, and then I'm also completing the Entrepreneurship Certificate. And every single one of these experiences has been amazing, not just for what I've learned, but also for the community and the people that I've met through it. It honestly is exactly the kind of environment that I want to build in and grow in. And yeah, I've applied to this program once before, and everything I've done since has only made me more certain that this is where I want to grow. That 8-year-old with that spark has not gone anywhere. She's right here, bigger than ever before, and I wholeheartedly believe that Morissette is where that spark is meant to flourish.